Good afternoon, YouTube modeling community. Robert Bishop from RB Model Works coming at you from Moscow, Idaho. Today is going to be the second part of the decal preview. I'm going to be going through 3 folders today, so it's going to be about the same as the first video, about 40 minutes, 40 minutes. Try to get through it as quick as possible. Just wanted to show you here, this is from Plastic Performance Products. They do like a decal placement sheet that shows you all the different cars and drivers, stuff like that. And these are from Ace Decals. Shows you the car, what race and year. Mercury Montego, Mercury Cougar. Anyway, Power Slide number 21. This is for Buddy Baker's 83 and 84 Thunderbird. In 83, he ran the Squarebird for like 1 or 2 races before NASCAR told him and Bill Elliott both to stop and go to the 83 version. I don't know. I think it just something about the square box. It just worked for him. MPR decals, number 21. This is Harrison Burton's 2023 Ford Mustang. I typically don't build that new of cars, but if it's Wood Brothers, I will. You won't see me building any of the other ones, but if they're in number 21, I do. All right, and then Power Slide, number 21 Purelator. This is for his Pearson, Yarborough, Donnie Allison, AJ Foyt. This is for their like 68 to 70 cars. Mercury, both Mercury and Fords. Now, we've got yesterday decals, pretty much the same thing, Purelator. We've got Yarborough, Pearson, AJ Foyt. Then we've got this killer sheet. It's a co-op sheet between Power Slide and PPP, Plastic Performance Products. Tons of great decals, sponsors, all the contingencies. 396, 427, 429. Different styles, 427. You got Ron Ford, Dan Pfeiffer, 60-minute Purelator teleprompter. A lot of people drove this car. A lot of great drivers. You had Fred Lorenzen, Dan Gurney, AJ Foyt, Donnie Allison, Cale Yarborough, Swede Savage, Parnelli Jones. Let's see. David Pearson. There's some Marvin Pants, Tiny Lund. Some great drivers drove for the Woods. That's probably my favorite sheet of all time. Ace Decals. The 74 to 80 Mercury. Does the iconic 76 Mercuries. Which if you look up David Pearson's history, back in the 70s, Wood Brothers did not run full-time. Not until just recently again. David Pearson's win percent percent rating, he was at like 63%, 60%, somewhere in there. Extremely high. Anyway, sorry, I'm getting off topic here. PPP, these are all supplemental sheets for the Wood Brothers cars. The back tail light panels, side marker, Purelator, Dan Pfeiffer. And then this is a second sheet they did with more contingencies, engine numbers, sponsors, grill. And then we have Ace decals and one of the, and obviously this is probably one of the things I like best out of these sheets. I'm just going to pull that out. Is the color decal placement sheet. This helps out tremendously when trying to pick and choose. You get the 64 Ford candy apple red and interior black. You got the 66. Then you got the 65s. Dan Gurney with the 121. He was running races along with Marvin Panch at a few certain tracks. So yeah, great to have. Again, you know, these are drawn by Paul Ailman. You just don't get this anywhere in the industry from just an individual. Then we got some old, these are pretty much the same as the sheet I just showed you, but they're Fred Cady decals from, I don't know, about 1980, 85, somewhere in there. So they're 35 years old. And then these are Curtis Turner's 1961 Ford, courtesy Ford Galaxy, or actually I do believe that was a Starliner. Then we've got Morgan Shepherd's 92, 93. Or actually, maybe this is his 90. Yeah, I think it's 93. Nope, 92. These are from NPR. Great graphics. Little shy on color, but in the absence of nothing else, this is what you use. Then we get old Katie sheet again. Just a little FYI. Sorry, let me get this in. My phone's slipping, sorry. Let me zoom out just a touch. Oh, come on. Okay, apparently it's not going to let me zoom out. So, let me try to adjust up. There we go. These Fred Cady sheets, back in the 80s, he silk screened every one of these by hand, which means every single color. There's a white 21 here. I don't know if you can't see it. But, you know, if there's like 10 colors or 8 colors on here, that means it had to make 8 passes on a silkscreen printer. On top of that, you had drying time in between each sheet. So it took a long time and a lot of effort to produce this stuff back in the day. It was nothing like jumping in a design program and just knocking out a sheet of decals these days. Penguin Hobbies, this is a Dan Gurney set. Again, this is a Dan Gurney set from PPP, but you can see it's 121. So this was most likely like a Riverside race or something. Then we got an old set of Katy decals. And if you're ever wondering how you can just tell by how logos are separated, but he's got a little designation number in the corner, like right here, of each one of his sheets. But this is for Glenwood's old 57, 58 Ford. Then we have Morgan Shepherd's 95 Atlanta car. It's just solid white with all the gold, black, and silver graphics. Car looks awesome. Lobo Graphics does an excellent job. Robert and Lori Posh. They've been knocking them out. A lot of hard to find stuff you can't get anywhere else. You'll see a lot of them. These are an old set of Michael Waltrip 96 Star Trek decals. I picked these up after I picked this set up. This set is from Patos in Australia, which are not bad decals. The biggest issue I have with them is they're about 3 times as thick as regular decals. So if you have a decal going around a very big radius, like a headlight area or something like that, man, you're gonna have problems. So, but they do work. I did Michael Waltrip's Dalmatian Top Dog car. I've been wanting to do. Burned up 3 sets of kit decals trying to do it, and just finally bit the bullet and got one from them, and finally got her done. These are some kit decals. Not only do I save these from the kits that I bought, but you can see I also bought a bunch of these as well from Spotlight Hobbies when they had some. This is why right here. These number 21s are invaluable. There's well, for instance, like this is the kit decals out of the Donnie Allison Mercury. The numbers aren't foil. So if you want to do this car and do the livery properly, you use 1.5 sheets of these just for the numbers, and you can put the gold foil numbers on there like you need to. So I've got 10 sets of those just in case. You can never have too many gold foil decals or chrome foil, either way. Sunset Graphics, this is for I do believe a 95. Yeah, oh yeah, gold numbers. This is 97 Michael Waltrip throwback scheme. And then we got another Waltrip throwback scheme from Three Amigos. The artwork looks good and everything. I was really disappointed when I got these. There's no dash decals. There's no tire decals. There's no grill or tail light decals. You know, so after paying the high artwork fee and the fee for getting the decals, now I'm going to have to rob other decals just to get this car built if I use this set. So I was kind of disappointed with that. Sitco, this is Morgan Shepherd. This is a 95 white car with the 3 colors red, which although that looks orange, that is signified as a red color in the RGB scale. The only reason why I know that is because I had Jamestown over at Scale Finishes make all 4 colors for me. He made me the blue and then all 3 reds. Some of these cars, and I'll show you more actually when I get back there, why I decided to get those colors. This is Waltrip's 97 car. I've already built it, so I'm not going to sell any of my 21 decals. Not yet. Eventually I probably will once I get quite a few built. Some of the cars that I built 4 or 5 years ago when I first started building models, I want to redo. And one of those was a Cale Yarborough number 21 60-minute cleaner Mercury. And it just, I look at it now and it doesn't look good. So I want to redo that one. So this is for Allison's number 21 Monte Carlo, 71 Monte Carlo, and also for Pearson's Olds Omega. These are like late model sportsman cars that they ran. Let's see, this would be 2000. This might be Ricky Rudd. No, this is Elliott Sadler, I think. Anyway, this was an orange signal car with these bright graphics on it. It looks cool. Here's kind of what I was talking about, using the paint to paint my own. All around the car, there's these 3 color stripes, the 3 reds from Citgo. There's a couple cars that I want to do that I'm going to just tape off and paint all the lines. It's going to be pretty daunting, but that way I can get it accurate. Then some old all these are old J&J decals, couple Kyle Petty. This is Cale Yarborough, his 67. I do believe Ron's Ford or Mercury. Could be the 68, 69. Then Neil Bonnet's, Donnie Allison, Pure Later, 21. The 75 Ogden car Neil Bonnet drove. Then we got another, this is J&J. This is for 65 Ford. Number 41 was Curtis Turner. And then the 121 was Dan Gurney. And then this just from Slot Car Fever. I wanted these white 21s. This is printed on clear paper, and then it's got a white backing 21 that goes underneath. And this is specific for his 58 Ford, but I wanted these to run on his truck. So he's got just a 21 in the lower right hand corner of the door. And then we've got another set from MPR. This is for Kyle Petty's 87 Thunderbird. I bought these probably early this year. Again, you can see the difference in color from this 21 to this one, how much lighter and softer than the color is. I mean, it's not bad. I have an idea what I want to do with these. I want to do like an old rusted out barn find car. I've got this set in Power Slide. Power Slide just came out with a set of these. So this is Slick's Kyle Petty car, MPR, and I have Matter of fact, I'm building the 87 right now. I'd like to do a finished one. Use this as a partially built car to where maybe the hood and the trunk lid's off. It's up on jack stands in the shop. The finished one next to it, and then maybe use this set for a worn out wrecked barn find car out behind the shop. Something like that. So, and then these Slicks made 5 sets. This is a 50s version where they did throwback schemes. So you got the 50s, 60s, 70s, and you can see in the 70s it's got the gold numbers. This, I'll most likely copy this off. Copy the gold part off on a piece of paper or masking tape, and then cut these numbers out of gold bare metal foil and apply just right on top of the decals. Then we have the 80s version. You can see here, this is the 90s version. Wow, I got 3 of these. I don't know how I ended up with 3. Actually, I do. Most of the time when I see 21 decals, I just buy them. And then this is the 2000, just all solid orange car. And then this is the Virginia Tech all white with the dark red colors. You got old Rooster, Ricky Rudd. It's 03 car. And then these are Cale Yarborough's Slicks decals that come in the Polar Lights kit. These things are terrible. This is why I'm going to be rebuilding the one I did. Number one, you can see it doesn't have chrome numbers. It's just got gold painted numbers. The lines look good. I love Slicks decals because they're nice and crisp, but they don't hold together. It was one of the first cars I built, so I didn't even know about decal bonder. I knew there was decal bonder from Microscale that I thought you just brushed on, and I didn't even have any of that at the time, so I just tried laying him down, and boy, it was a mess. So that's a car I'm going to redo. These come in the generic Model King kit, 71 Mercury, Bobby Bowser, number 21. Not a Wood Brothers car, but... And then I've got Ace Decals, new 21 Chattanooga Chew Pearson cars. These are not Wood Brothers, Haas Ellington. But again, we're talking Pearson and 21, so in this folder it went. And then I also got this old Wetwork sheet, which is awesome, because it has the 16s for Larry Pearson, his son. And this, between these multiple sheets, I can get about 6 different versions of their cars. And they're great looking cars. You can't beat them. All right, so that does it for all of my number 21s. Yeah, that's a lot of Wood Brothers. There's about 60 sets in there. All right, then we are gonna go to number 22 to 30. And to start off, we've got this is Fireball Roberts. It's 2 full sheets. And man, these are great decals. I just love these. Let's see. Yeah, see, you can do 6 different variations of this car, of a 63 Ford. So, great decals. And since you have all the numbers, you can literally build at least 2 versions, 2 full cars out of this set. That's why they're a little bit higher, but totally worth it. Then I've got a set of yesterday decals. These are for his 63, 64. But these I've got specifically for 64. I'll probably go ahead and sell these and pick up Ace Decals 1964 set just because I like them better. Then we got both 22s for Fireballs 62 and 63 Pontiacs. Got a couple 62s. Can't find a 63. Number 22 Ricky Rudd. This is an old Cherry Run set. This is for a 78 Monte Carlo. Then we got Bobby Allison. This is for his early Charger, the number 22. Stan Dobbs or Brooks Massey. Great looking blue and gold car. And then we've got multiple sets of yesterday's Bobby Allison cars for his Daytonas, for his 70 Charger. It'll do his number 1270 Charger. This and this sheet is a set. And right here you can see it's got the gold foil ones that'll go with the gold foil 2s for his 1970 and 71 Charger. Fireball Roberts, this is an old Fred Cady set. Then we have number 22 Dick Brooks. This is a set I got quite a while back from Alan Wilcox off Facebook. Does great design work. And then these are the Power Slide set that came out when the Roadrunner came out. I had probably 15 sets of decals for the Roadrunner before it even came out. Then we have number 22. This is for Bobby Allison's 66 Chevy Impala. And then the 13s are for Smokey Unix 66 Chevelle. Speedy Thompson 59 Chevrolet. These are Lobo graphics, good decals. Just started picking up these 59s. I think I've got 3 or 4 of them now to do a few race cars. Old J&J, Bobby Allison decals. And actually, yeah, these have Dick Brooks or Richard Brooks on there as well because he drove the 22. And then here's the Power Slide set of the Brooks Massey livery for that. And you can actually, this is a 69. You can see it's a 69 Charger 500. It's got the Coronet front end on it. Then over to 22, we've got Bobby Allison's Miller American. This is just an absolutely beautiful sheet. This is probably one of the best looking cars on the track in the 80s. 85 Buick. Beautiful car. And then we've got his 87 Buick LeSabre. Nobody makes the body. I have the old J&J conversion to convert the Oldsmobile and build this. They used to do a resin casted body, but they're just not around. Power Slide doesn't do them anymore. Or if they do, I can never catch them on their website. This is from Polecat Decals. This is Donnie Allison's number 23. I don't know if it's ASA or late model Camaro. But either way, it's one of his little sidecars he drove. Jim Raptus. This is for his Opel's truck stop, 75 Laguna. Nice looking car. It's all white. Then we've got Cecil Gordon in his Tranny Unlimited car. This is a 73 Chevelle. And again, another great looking car. Jeff Gordon, Rainbow Warrior. I'm going to get rid of those. I'll never build it. Then we got the Folgers. I have built the number 35 decaf car, which is green. And I got these so I can do Benny Parsons' red version. Especially since Salvino's actually came out with a Tim Richmond kit. I'll probably just eventually, when they hit $30, I'll pick one up. Then we have Paul Goldsmith, a set of Katie. This for 64 Plymouth. And then we've got a couple 60 Fords, Joe Weatherly and Curtis Turner. These are great looking old stock cars. The car was actually a light blue with red interior. I just can't imagine these old boys manhandling these huge cars. We got Daryl Derringer, 62 Ford. This from PPP. I don't have any 62s yet, but I'll get there. Curtis Turner and Lorenzen. This is a dual number sheet. So, and I may just sell those because I don't even have any. Number 26, Tiny Lund. This for a 74 Charger. 74 or 75. I do believe this was the last race in this Charger that he ran. And then Junior Johnson in his 26, his 65 Ford. Rusty Wallace. This is his Kodiak Pontiac Grand Prix. It's like I think it was 87 or no, maybe 88, something like that. Same thing, but this is an old J&J set. We have number 27, Sonny King Ford. This is Donnie Allison's Polar Lights kit, and an old Fred Cady set. Again, these are terrible as well. Fortunately, Ace Decals came out with the Poppy Red collection, which has these decals in there. Plus, I have an old set of J&J. Then we got some Lobo graphics. This is a couple Buddy Baker cars. The late 70 Monte Carlos. Then we get Tim Richmond is 27 Blue Max Racing Pontiac. It's his 83 Pontiac Grand Prix. His 84 Pontiac. This one is for his 86 Pontiac 2+2. You got Cale Yarborough and his 82 Buick. Lobo Graphics, Donnie Allison 69 Mercury, 68 Mercury W nose. Some more 59 Chevrolets, Daytona Beach Kennel Club at Junior Johnson. Great looking car. Again, all white, but with the yellow and red lettering on there and stuff. Great looking car. Then we got Donnie Allison's number 27 North Georgia oil car. Built that last year. Great looking car. I just wanted to match up. I also did Bobby Allison's number 12 Coke car. I wanted those sitting together on the shelf. Oh, here's the Poppy Red collection. We've got all the Chevrolets on this one. Bobby Isaac. Let me see here. You can see I got 3 sets of these. And none of the sheets. Yeah, you got Bobby Isaac, AJ Foyt, Benny Parsons. So this will cover, Thundercraft boats, Russell Bennett trucking, Ball Brothers Produce. It covers multiple cars. And then this is their Ford sheet. You got Dick Brannon, Abingdon Motors, Sheridan Thompson Special. Lots of great cars you can make out of this as well. AJ Foyt, Donnie Allison, Cale Yarborough. Then you got number 27. This is Benny Parsons, Griffith Machines, Oldsmobile or Monte Carlo. And then this, even though it says DAP design, this is an old Cherry Run set as well. Got multiple options for sponsors, so whichever car you want to do. And then Fred Lorenzen. These are an old set of Yesterday decals for 1960 Ford. The Starliner, which is a beautiful car. Again, Fred Lorenzen. This is for the 69 Dodge Daytona. 2 sets of those. I'll sell one. Same with these. I've got 2 full sets of these. You got Bobby Isaac. You got AJ Foyt. Cecil Gordon. God, who else drove this thing? I want to say Charlie Glotzback, I thought, was one of the drivers. And there's even still a little supplement. Yeah. You got Charlie Glotzback. So, yeah, there's 3 cars you can build out of this sheet. And these, as nice as these look, let's see if it'll focus there. Nah, it doesn't want to focus. But as nice as these are, you got to remember they're 30 to 35 years old. And they go down, they lay down like new Ace or Power Slide decals today. Whatever they did years ago, hands down, they did a great job. Cherry Run. This is Buddy Baker's 79 Olds. This was before they could run any type of chrome foiling. Then this is a set for Bobby Allison. And you can see they didn't quite get the chrome down yet, but they did get a nice reflective foil that they were able to print the numbers with. So that was pretty cool. Then we're getting into the top end power slide. Buddy Baker, Bobby Allison. This one you can see here by this, it will do the Le Mans. You got two different side stripes. It will do, I think this one is for the Oldsmobile, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know, I'm probably mistaken. But then you have Bobby Allison's 81 Pontiac Le Mans. It's got everything built together versus this one's separate. Then you got Buddy Baker's 1980 Gray Ghost. 28 Bobby Allison's Monte Carlo. Then again, Rainier Racing, Bobby Allison, Monte Carlo, Bobby Allison's Buick. Then I got 3 sets of these Lemon Tree Inn. Basically, this will do 3 cars. They're sealed up. Gordon Johncock ran a 72 Monte Carlo. And actually, they all changed up cars between the 72 Monte Carlo and the 72 Torino. So it depends. Some of them had Lemon Tree on it, a couple didn't. Ace is actually coming out with a supplemental sheet. It's a new sheet, which will have some of this on there combined with this for a new sheet. And then we have Fred Lorenzen's famous number 28 Lafayette Ford. This is power slide sheet, and this is a slick sheet that I've had a long time. This will do is 65 to 68, 65 to 67. Great looking car. The wheels and interior are light powder blue. Just a great looking car. Then you got Lorenzen's 61 Ford. I do have a 61 Ford for that. Jack's Davey Allison. Then some miscellaneous decals. I don't even know what that one's for. It's a newer car. I'll get rid of those. Bobby Allison. This is his Bondi Long. Who was the owner of the car of Dick Hutcherson and Bobby Allison. Gold and white. Great looking cars again. Same with this old J&J sheet. And then we've got Nelson Stacy's number 29 Ron's Ford. And then this one is Cale Yarborough's last ride. This is the last car he drove, the 88 Oldsmobile. Great with the multi-layered colors from dark orange to white up on the roof. Great looking car. Then we got, I don't know who made these decals. I got a set from Slot Car Fever when I first started. I just thought it looked cool. They had the stripes, they had the numbers. They didn't have any of the sponsors. They didn't have the pictures. This goes on the hood, and their numbers were the wrong way. So eventually, I want to redo and it's an 82 Ford Thunderbird. I want to go ahead and redo that one. Yesterday decals. This is for Dale Earnhardt's number 30 Army. It's like a dark burnt orange car. It's a 75 Laguna. That's a good looking car. And then yesterday's decals. This is a Dave Marcus sheet, 64 Ford. And then this is for a 69 Daytona, which I have built. I'm just not happy with it. So when I come across this, definitely wanted to pick up another sheet. Then we've got Ty Scott. He's got these couple different options of cars. This is from SMP, and this is from Penguin Hobbies. Again, which is designed by Dave Van. So, all right, well, that will do it for 22 to 30. And this is a kind of a different book that I did. These are some really popular numbers that I like. 211, 43, 71, and 97. Go through this one real quick. You got the Cherry Run, number 2, Bill Elliott, 76, or Bobby Allison, 76 Mercury. And actually, this is Dave Marcus and Bobby Allison car set. Yep. And then these are for sprint car. I want to start building a few sprint cars. Then we've got Power Slides Killer set of number 2 and 9 for the Mercury and Laguna. And these will work for the Monte Carlo, the Matador, you name it. But I got a couple sets of these, plus the other ones. Ace decals, glad to see these come out. Tala Speedway, Depth, Fitzgerald's, the cylinder head for the roof, the Tweety Bird right here, which goes on the hood. The set that I had from, and I've built one of these already. The set I have didn't, all it had was Depp Enterprises and the 2s. And that's it. So with the Ace sheet, I've got some great options for his companion cars. Same with these. I don't know who the maker is. And you can tell quality is not very high, but at the same time, this sheet here with the Southside Dodge affords me the opportunity to build his 70 Charger. So that'll be cool. And then another set of the 64 Ford from Dave Marcus. And then this set is for LD Ottinger. These are Polecat decals. Beautiful foil numbers and lettering. These are just absolutely magnificent. I thought they were a little high at $22, but once I got them, number one, it does 2 cars, and the foiling is just as good as anybody else's. But I'm going to build one of his 69 Chevelle, and then these 2s I'm going to use for a Ramo Stott Houseby Mac car. Then we have number 2, Dave Marcus, Penguin Hobbies. This is for a, I do believe a 72 Matador that I want to do. Then we got a couple sheets of yesterday here. These are Bobby Allison's early cars, 65, 66 Chevelles. Those are some great looking little sportsman race cars. Then we got Norm Nelson's number 2 and 3 Plymouth cars. These are Norm Nelson, Unser, Roger McCluskey's new Power Slide decals for the 71 and 72 Roadrunner. Then we got an old Wetworks set. This is Mark Martin's. And then this is the new Ace decal set, which is absolutely phenomenal. Stacy Pack and Bold, JD Stacy, Stacy Pack Neo Life. You got Acme Sales Equipment, Valve Ring. So literally with these two, I can build 5 different cars. Then I've got a couple Wetworks Dale Earnhardt cars. This for his Pontiacs. Again, cartograph printed, great decals. These are for some of the C5 and C6 Corvettes. Picked them up in a package deal. So then we've got these Power Slide. No, this is a Wetworks set. I've already built the number 12 Neil Bonnet car, and I still need to build Daryl Waltrip's number 11. Sorry, I had to take a drink. Here we've got another Ace decal sheet this year. Number 11, Jack Ingram Skull car. This does multiple versions. Here's one of them, is his skull car with the eagle on it. A cool looking eagle. But it also works. Reason I like these is I want to do his 77, 78 Nova. And then we got a set from Retro Racing Design. This is for Cale Yarborough's promo car. That it was more kind of a design challenge for Junior Johnson. They did a couple different versions. This is one of the versions that they did. Really cool bush version on the side. Can't wait to build that one. Then we got Daryl Waltrip's 86 Budweiser car. These are a set of Power Slide 1/16 scale Buddy Baker decals. AJ Foyt for a 69 Torino Cobra. You can see I got tons of these decals. You know, when I can pick them up for $3-4 a piece, $5 a piece, I just get them. I think I got 2 of them in a package set. But then these, this is an all-white car. You can see the different interpretation in the 80s when Katie made this, that front scallop is blue. Well, on this sheet it is black, and then the side markings are black. So it's kind of interesting to see the interpretation and the differences in decals. The number 11 Benell Motors by Mario Andretti. That's a blue and gold car, another beautiful car. Then we get Ned Jarrett's 63 Ford. It's a light powder blue, real light blue car. Looks great with these numbers. White top, blue body. Cool looking car. Then this just an old 11 sheet of that, of J&J. Then we got Mario Andretti's number 11. This is for 67 Daytona Champ car, and another one as well, hence the split numbers. I'll go ahead and get rid of, you know, again, it's a matter of running into them and not realizing at the time that I had the set already. same with both of these, that although I didn't particularly want or need 2 sets, I picked up a second set anyway. This is for Ned Jarrett's 67, 66, 67 Ford. It's a dark metallic blue car, great looking car. Of course, you know, when I'll say that every time on the old cars, when you can identify the car just by looking at it and quickly telling what it is, you know, there's I'd take a 65 Ford in used condition over a new Toyota Camry or Mustang any day. Then we got some Wetworks Pepsi decals, Darrell Waltrip, 60 Ford by Ned Jarrett. Cale Yarborough, these are Lobo Graphics, 71 Monte Carlo. This is his 73 Chevelle. This is about the only sheet I know of that has the proper 427s for the hood. This one works okay, except for the fact they're a little big, but in a pinch, these would work. Then we got Yarborough's, I think this does just the Monte Carlo. Oh no, that's right. This one's for the multiple 75 Lagunas. That's right, I don't have the Monte Carlo ones. Then we got some Buddy Baker 72 Chargers, which I've already built those. I need to get rid of those. This is his white version from SMP. Multiple sets of the 11 and 52, and that's Earl Ross, Cale Yarborough. Who else might have drove that? I can't even read that name sideways. Oh, Johnny Rutherford. Johnny Rutherford, Earl Ross, Cale Yarborough. Yeah. But you can see number 1 by Carling's Beer, which is Canadian. And the Canadian flag here, you can guess that's where Earl Ross was from. Another set of 11s for Cale Yarborough. These are Cherry Run. Then you got Junior Johnson, his Darrell Waltrip car, 86 Budweiser Chevrolet, chicken and beer. And then this is the Salvino's kit decals for his Pepsi Challenger. Salvino's number 11 81 Mountain Dew car, which I've already built, so I'll get rid of those decals. Try not to get rid of them too much because the hood pin decals I don't care about, but those dash decals and the tire decals. I eventually stockpiled a bunch, but also these contingency decals always come in handy if you're piecing together a set for a specialty car. Then this is for Cale Yarborough's late 70s Monte Carlo. And I do believe this does also his Oldsmobile. Yeah. So you can see it's got 2 sets of stripes. It'll do either the Oldsmobile or Monte Carlo. And then this is Yarborough's Oldsmobile. Then a set of Wetworks Mountain Dew decals for Waltrip's Buick. Power Slide Richard Petty set, 66 to 68. This for 64 Plymouth. And then these are a bunch of kit decals. 43 from Salvino's. It's 86. It's Chargers. This is for his 1980 Monte Carlo. This is the kit slicks set from the Polar Lights set, which again, these are really touchy ones. Cherry Run set for the 70 Plymouth Roadrunner. Then we've got 71 Plymouth Roadrunner. These are kit decals from Salvino's that came in the box. Petty's 79 Oldsmobile. Then we got Petty's 72 Charger, 73 Charger, and then this is for Petty's 69 Ford. It's got East Tennessee Torino Cobra, Torino Talladega, and it also has the 0. Cut the 3 off of this and make it 40 for Pete Hamilton's 1970 Superbird. And this goes on the front of his Superbird. And then an old set of slicks for his Petty's Plymouth. Then you got kit decals for Petty's 1/16 Charger. These are Dave Marcus, number 71, Buck Stove car. This is for an Impala that I want to do, 78 Impala, which I'll be printing off. Logo graphics, these are for the Pontiac Le Mans. This is for like an 81 Malibu. Great looking car, all white. I know I keep saying that. Great looking car, great look. All these old cars were great looking cars. Then we got Buddy Baker, his 71 K&K insurance car. Neil Bonnet, First National Traveler's Check car. Then we've got, this is a special set that I found on eBay. It's a 1/16 scale Bobby Isaac. It's for the Dodge Daytona. I have a conversion kit and a Dukes of Hazzard 1/16 that I'm going to turn into a Dodge Daytona for this. Then we got Yesterday decals, K&K Insurance, Bobby Isaac, Buck Baker, Dave Marcus, and this is actually driven by Buddy Baker, not Buck. I've never noticed that before. Then same thing, 71 K&K Insurance, Power Slide, nice set. This little supplemental sheet gives you this back strip and the Charger Daytona logo for Dave Marcus's Daytona. 71, this is the MPC kit decals for the 1/16. Neil Bonnet for his 1977 Army or First National City Traveler's Check car. Yesterday decals, again, great decals. It's like a 90s, mid-90s Monte Carlos. Dave Marcus. I just like Dave Marcus, so I keep grabbing those. I have no intention of probably building those 90s cars, so I'll get rid of those. Then we got Red Farmer. This is another set of cherry runs that I just absolutely love. I do not believe that the Yesterday set has the Tom Miner's frame shop on it. That's why I really like grabbing these. And then here's the set from Yesterday's. Look at all those numbers and decals. Red Farmer is in his 80s and he's still racing today. Doesn't race as much, but he has the longest standing sponsorship in NASCAR history. Since the late 50s, he's only had Long Lewis as a sponsor. So you can see that there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sets of Long Lewis on here. This car will do 5 full cars. So great decals. I've already built one 72 Torino. I plan on doing many more. I've got a resin 73 Torino coupe car that's pretty specific for him. And that's it. All right, and I know I'm way over on this one. I ran into an hour. Hopefully you guys just zip through this so you could see the decals, but cut the time in half. Again, I apologize. Tomorrow I've got 2 more full books that I'm going to do. So, we're probably looking at close to 3 hours total going through this, but that's kind of the way it is, the nature of the beast when you have around 600-700 sets of decals. Once I get these made and published on YouTube, I'm going to go back through these binders and I'm going to pull out all the decals that I'm not going to use, and I'm going to post them on my personal RB Model Works Facebook page. And that way I can start listing them to sell and just move them out. I'm not so much stuck for space on decals. Actually I am, because all 8 of my binders are just, you can see they're just absolutely full, and I've got enough decals. I'll be turning 60 this year. I have enough decals to build for the next 20 years, and that's not buying another set of decals. So I can afford to share and let some loose. People have asked about a few sets I've got, so it's time to share and just move some out. So again, I'm rambling. I apologize, guys. You have a blessed day. Thank you from RB Model Works here in Moscow, Idaho, and we'll see you on the next video. Peace.